Hi, Colin here from Nuts and Bolts Business Training, the premier business training program in the country for cosmetology schools. Now, if you're watching this, welcome to the beauty industry. You've made an amazing decision and a great career ahead of you. I'm here to help you find the right school for you. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of 10 things to consider while looking for the right school. Okay? So let's start from the top. Number one, location. Location is important because travel time, right? How far and time-wise are you willing to drive and commute back and forth from school? Okay, so think about this. Look at where you are location-wise on a map and think about an hour drive. Are you willing to drive an hour or 45 minutes or even just half an hour? Think about that and see what kind of schools fall into that area, okay? And that's your target area for looking for the schools. So list those schools in that area and consider other things like childcare and maybe other important things that are in those neighborhoods that you might be frequently stopping by. Okay, so location number one. Number two, programs, obviously. So I've spoken to a lot of students over the years where sometimes they change the program or discipline that they want to get into when they actually go into admissions. So sometimes they go into cosmetology and find aesthetics is what they're looking at. You know, that's what they end up doing, or it's vice versa. So think about the programs, look into all the different aspects, the hours, how long do these programs go on for, right? And the duration, and is it part-time offered or is it only full-time in these schools that you're looking at? Okay. Number three, cost, obviously, big one. Financial aid, do they offer it? Is that able to help you with a payment plan maybe? Something to look into. We'll leave some links down below the video, some resource links that you can look into. But cost, and think about this, a lot of schools out there, there's varying degrees of tuition. Not always are the ones who have the highest tuition are the best schools. So take that on board, okay, when you're looking around at different kinds of schools, when you're inside the buildings and meeting people. Number four, teachers, very, very important. Obviously, this is where you're going to get your education from, right? So look into the background of the teachers. What's their skill set? What's their history of education, okay? So look into that, question that. There's no harm in looking into this in the school while you're in there. Go up to and meet these people. Ask if you can meet them and ask them questions, okay? Very important because, again, I find that teachers are crucial to a great school, okay? Education. So again, you have the standard state board education, which you have to have and to get licensed, obviously. That's why you're there. But education, look at the industry, are the programs on offer, is there anything above and beyond than just state board education, right? Because the beauty industry is ever changing with different trends, different services offered. So you want to make sure that the school that you're going to go into, you're getting the right education, it's current, it's relevant to this day and age's services that are provided out there in this industry. Number six, business training. Obviously, that's what we excel in here at Nuts and Bolts, and I'd highly advise you to seek out and search for Nuts and Bolts schools that have our program. It consists of 20 very comprehensive business training programs out there in these schools, so look out for the Nuts and Bolts schools. But really, any school that offers above and beyond, there's just the regular stuff that a lot of schools get into. You really want to get into a proper program that they offer and get the right business training. Again, you want to capitalize on the technical training you are going to be receiving at these schools. Number seven, also very important, and it's the reason why you're there, right, to get a job. So placement. Placement is key. Making sure that the school has systems in place of ways for you to be introduced to the local salons, spas, barbershops, and beauty employers in your area, in your state, in your city wide. So look for those kinds of things, networking opportunities, open houses, situations and events that help you introduce you to employers. Really, really key. One website I can highly recommend is beautymob.com. It's a standalone beauty industry only job search engine website, and it's free for you to create a profile, okay? And for the employers also to post jobs. So look into that into your local area. Number 8, clinic floor. obviously, when you come into a beauty school, they offer work experience. You are actually going to be interacting with the general public, practicing your skills, leading to state board certification, licensing. Now, professionals need as much practice as possible to hone in the skills in order to make money from the service menus they're going to have. So it's very important to observe the clinic floor when you go into these schools. You really want to ask the question of the school, are they providing you 3 clients a day to work on? What does the school do to bring you clients and give you tools to go and get clients while in school? Because that's going to be key in practicing and honing your skills and getting the job you want. Number 9, products. Very important to a lot of people. I mean, you're going to be using these as your tools when you get out there in your career. Do the products align with your beliefs, align with your style? Certain products have a certain branding behind them and messaging and environmental causes behind them. Maybe it's a certain style or kind of a look about the products or performance about the products. Is that important to you? So look at these schools and see what kind of products and tools they provide you to use while getting your license. Number 10, lastly, no better than to ask other people who go to the school or have been to the school. So do your due diligence and look at the Yelp reviews, Google reviews, and all the different kinds of social media platforms out there, and maybe even try to speak to somebody in there, like students, former students maybe, okay? So 10 things, go through them all, consider them all, very, very important, and good luck out there and have a wonderful career.